Hello and welcome to Wildcat News. I'm Cody Lynn.
I'm Anthony Ambrose. Christmas Day is right around the corner, but in West Bridgewater, Christmas came a month early. Daniette Steele Guthrow was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer and wasn't sure if she was going to be able to see Christmas Day. She came up with the idea of putting up her lights early, and the town jumped in to give her an early Christmas, and her daughter, Lisa Holden, and granddaughter, Christina Herman, along with the community, jumped in to help make her wish come true.
Here's Alyssa with more information.
Even though Christmas is a month away, the small town called West Bridgewater decided to come together to make Christmas come sooner. The small town came together to put up Christmas lights to make one special person's wish of seeing Christmas come true, and it was something beautiful to see happen. It warmed many hearts and brought joy to the family to be able to experience something like this. Here's Lisa, Danette's daughter, with a little more information on pancreatic cancer.
It's usually not found until the late stages. So if something's not right, just to get it checked right away.
The family talks about how it made them feel about the town coming together for Danette.
I think it's really great. I think everyone coming together was huge, and it made her feel so good, and seeing her happy just makes me happy.
It's been amazing. They've been able to help us create memories that are amazing and support all the kids in the town. It's been really great.
Christina, Danette's granddaughter, tells us how Danette has impacted her life growing up.
She's been a huge part of my life, all my life. I lived with her at some points in my life, and she's just been so huge, always welcoming me into her home and always loving me and making me food. And she's just the greatest.
Danette tells us how she's able to stay positive through this hard time.
People like my family, the town, people.
Christina talks about how seeing her grandmother being positive helps her cope well.
It makes me happy to see her happy in the situation, and that makes it so much easier through this very difficult time.
Danette came up with the idea of the early Christmas, and Lisa explains a little more of how it came together.
I just wanted to find something different to give her. And that's where the caroling came up and the Girl Scouts jumped in.
The family thanks everyone who jumped in to do the early Christmas.
Thank you to everybody who did put up their lights and came and caroled for her, because I know it means a lot to her and it means a lot to all of us.
The town has been huge in helping give my mother memories. So I'm grateful.
I have much gratitude for the town. I've lived here a long time. And it's always been where I love. And I'm very grateful for the people.
This is a great cause for some amazing people, and it shows how people can come together to make something great happen. All small towns say that they are involved in what goes on, but West Bridgewater proved that we are all very caring for one another in the town.
Wow, that really does sound like an amazing and beautiful cause.
West Bridgewater is a very close and small town, and this just shows how supportive everyone is of each other.
This November, 4 participants turned their stash into cash and competed to have the best mustache in West Bridgewater. This event was created to raise money for the Massachusetts Prostate Cancer Coalition, and our participants gained money for the cause. Now here's Joey with the story.
Movember is a month to raise awareness for men's health and prostate cancer. Selected teachers and students don't shave for the whole month of November and try to raise money for this cause. Even though Movember is a competition, it is still a great cause.
Movember is done for the purpose of raising funds for prostate cancer awareness and the Prostate Cancer Coalition. So I thought it's been a few years since I've participated, so I thought I'd get back into it again.
A few years ago, they actually got the students involved, which was really kind of fun. Kind of upped the ante for the teachers to try to do more to collect money for fundraising. So
Movember has been an ongoing fundraiser for years and has been raising more money each year.
Movember has been great financially every year. We raise more and more money.
Movember is very important for men's health, which is why these guys are participating.
My uncle had colon cancer, and it's one of those things where if you catch it in time, it's something that can be dealt with fairly easily. So I think it's just making sure that we raise awareness. It seemed like the right thing to do.
Movember is meant to raise money for men's health and prostate cancer research.
So once Movember is over, we cut a check for the Massachusetts Prostate Cancer Coalition, which helps to educate individuals that have been stricken with prostate cancer and also provides support for them.
I mean, just walking around, I've had many people look at me and go, what happened to your face? And that, it starts a conversation. I think that's the important part. It's like starting to talk about these things because we don't often do that.
Everyone has their own facial hair look. Here's what these guys are going for.
I'm going to clean it up a bit. Might go with the goatee look.
I'm not really sure. It's one of those you kind of wing it and see what happens in the morning. So this is it for now.
Last year was very successful, and this year we continue to raise money.
So last year's winner, I believe, was Mr. Capagna, and I believe he was over $500 last year just on his own. So he did pretty well. This year, our senior that's involved is absolutely killing it, and I think he's probably going to destroy us all, but we'll see.
Movember has been a success in the past and continues to succeed. This year, $568 was raised. Hopefully, Movember continues to succeed and raise awareness.
Thanks, Joey. A lot of money was raised this year, and we sure hope even more money can be raised for next year's Movember. Good job, participants.
When the therapy dogs came into the school, they changed a lot of things, especially how the students will start their day off with a happy face and a positive mind.
The therapy dogs have been a form of therapy since the early 1800s, and they have helped so many people with stress and their problems. It has been proven that the use of therapy dogs can help people with special needs gain the confidence and social skills they require.
The way the students and staff react to the dogs is very important.
I think anytime that I see the therapy dog come in, I always look at the students and the staff reaction, and I feel it's been overwhelmingly positive. You can kind of just see them kind of breathe a sigh of relief, maybe feel a little less stressed.
Therapy dogs can help people with social skills and the confidence some people lack.
Honestly, it has impacted the students a whole lot more than I even expected. I was doing it just to, give people a chance to pat a dog, maybe have a good day, and the response has been overwhelming.
I think for the most part, I think the only students that it might negatively affect would be any student who might not care for dogs or have a fear of dogs. So for them, it kind of might induce an opposite of a stress reduction response, but I think overwhelmingly the majority of the kids kind of brightens their day and it kind of breaks up the monotony of the school day.
Having a few parents help out with little projects makes a huge difference.
We were actually fortunate enough to have a couple volunteers that brought in a therapy dog, and there's been a lot of recent research done on therapy dogs in schools, and so far it's been overwhelmingly positive. So I think we were just kind of fortunate that we had a few people volunteer, and so far it's been well received here at WB.
Almond is in fact a home dog for a family, and we get an opinion on how they view their dog.
Definitely a home dog because we play games with him like tug of war, and he runs around with our other dog George and plays games too.
Almond can help not only students at school but also his family at home.
I feel good knowing that he helps people at school. Like, he brings us so much joy at home, so now he can give people a good day while he's here at school.
Almond has a much greater background than just being a therapy dog.
Well, Almond was training to be a dog for a veteran, which we have trained other dogs to do the same. However, he did not want to pay attention to just one person, so he likes the attention from everyone. So he went through a full 2 years, and they said, no, he really should be maybe a therapy dog because he loves to get the attention from other people.
With a little bit of help from a few parent volunteers, the West Bridgewater Middle Senior High School could complete their task at adding a different form of therapy to the school. This is by far one of the smartest additions to a school I have seen in a while, and more schools should be following in the path of West Bridgewater.
I hope that the West Bridgewater Middle Senior High School continues to incorporate these therapy dogs into the everyday lives of the students.
In the new board game club, a lot of the students around the school have been enjoying this club and having fun with their friends in the library. Here's Stephen with a more in-depth look.
In the new board game club, a lot of the students enjoy the new addition to the school. These kids think of this club as a club where you can just hang out with your friends and play board games for fun. The students think that this club is a great way to relieve stress and have fun with friends.
I think that it's a good way to just relax and de-stress during school.
I think it's great. I think it's a great opportunity for our students, and they're having a lot of fun with it.
I feel like the board game club is a really good addition to the school. It's a fun way for students to distress and hang out with their friends.
I think board game club is a very good addition to the school because it's very different from all the other clubs here at West Bridgewater.
Students also do believe that this club is very different from all the other clubs in the school.
Definitely, because it gives kids the opportunity to have something to do during Power Block that they love, and I think it's great.
Yeah, because like I said, it's completely different from other clubs, and it's just a fun way to like hang out with your friends during Power Block.
Right now, the current board game they are playing is Uno, but they do plan on exploring new games along the way.
Right now we're just playing a lot of Uno, but we're planning on playing like Monopoly later and like closer to Christmas, I guess.
So right now they've only been playing Uno, and I honestly think they should have called it the Uno Club because that's all they're doing. But there are plans, I heard in their meeting yesterday, to start playing other board games. They vote on using a Google form to decide what they want to do. So I think they're going to start doing things like Scrabble, Monopoly, stuff like that. But right now it's just Uno.
Right now we're going to start playing card games, a couple different board games.
Many of the students that participate in the club enjoy having time spent with their friends. These students don't really play for competitiveness. They play to share time with their friends and enjoy the game that they are playing. Overall, the board game club is a great addition to the school.
All of the students in this club would love to have new people join. If you are interested, contact Mrs. Thomas in the library.
That is it for this F Block edition of Wildcat News.
And happy holidays.